Hello, everyone. Welcome to Oregon Trail, the complete edition. This is basically a zombie apocalypse parody of Oregon Trail, which I'm thankful it's not Oregon Trail because Oregon Trail and I have a history. So, yeah. So we'll go ahead and start a campaign mode. And as much as I would like to show you all the most difficult difficulty, it's my best time in that difficulty is somewhere around 58 minutes as opposed to the 12 or so minutes for the easiest difficulty. So we're just going to stick with easy difficulty. Lots of skins unlocked, but we're going to go with the king, baby. We're going to go with the king. And there's a little intro sequence that I'm just going to go ahead and skip just because. And so I'm the party leader, but who else are we going to have in my party? Let's just go with Rick is not Jason. I think that should be pretty clear, right? Rick is not Jason. All right. Then we've also got our choice of vehicle. Your standard edition of Oregon Trail makes you use the station wagon, which is average in speed, durability, reliability. But the DLC also allows you to unlock certain other vehicles. There's the SUV, the Jaguar, the Interceptor, the Classic. But we're going to go with the UFO. Can't unlock anything, but it's the best at everything. So on easy difficulty, you have 18 hours to decide what you're going to scavenge. On hardest difficulty, it's only like 4. So as you might imagine, we're trying to do the fastest, get by with as little as we can, stretch our resources. Notably, I'm not going to start with any food or ammo for reasons. In particular, ammo, if I do 1 tick of it, I get 200, and that is way too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with this loadout, which is kind of our standard loadout. So let's go ahead and start this in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to get a choice immediately on where to go. There's nothing good in Pittsburgh, so I'm going to go to the Gorge Bridge, which is going to be a shorter route, but it's going to also put me through a radiation zone. So as we go through this zone, we're going to see that our characters are slowly... One scrap went missing. Everyone blames Iz. Yeah, we're going to have some radiation buildup as we go through this zone. Only water you can find is from a drain. You reluctantly drink it. So yeah, I have to go ahead and give some shout outs to Zero Counts and Zarek in chat immediately. Because we have been learning this game as part of a group called the Board Boosters. The Board Boosters pick some game that doesn't have very many runners and give it lots of love, perhaps learn some new strats. And so, yeah, Oregon Trail has been the game of the month for October, and we have taken the world record down from just under 14 minutes to a low 11 minutes. And, that's huge achievement. There's nothing good in Indianapolis either. So at the beginning of this run, you're going to notice our 4 party members are taking a lot of damage. That's because I have no food. Everybody is starving. I'm also pushing the vehicle at the fastest pace possible, which is giving it a lot of damage. Iz has died. Okay, let's go ahead and use a couple of my med kits here. And I was damaging my vehicle a lot on purpose because out of the farmland, there is always this event with the bandits. But the fastest way to end this event is to just go ahead and let them win. It will damage your vehicle down to 0. So we are going to have to do this little scrap mini game. Let me focus here. This is easy to miss. Perfect. That's a 4 combo. So one of the most important resources as we go along here is going to be the health of our vehicle. It goes down rapidly at the fastest paces, but we also just we want to be going as fast as possible. So when we get to Chicago, check the repairs. $22 is pretty cheap for a repair, so I'm actually going to do a full heal here and then go right ahead and take this path into the church, another radiation zone. I'm still not getting very much food, and part of the reason for this is that 2 of our party members are still alive yet incapacitated. Can I get some ammo here? Yeah, let's get some ammo here and then go on to Omaha. So incapacitated party members will still consume food, so I don't want to go and actually get food. Oh, David got stabbed in an argument. I shouldn't be arguing with myself right now. Rick is the only one left. Rick is our final survivor. And Rick has died. Okay. First, check for repairs. $23 is still cheap, but since everybody else is dead, I'm now finally going to take the time to actually go and scavenge. We've got a grocery sack spawn here. Did you know that the grocery sack has the highest chance of any item of spawning in a scavenge at a whopping 28%? Technically speaking, I don't need this ammo for this scavenge, but it does make it a lot safer, so just having a little bit can help a lot. Grocery sack. I've largely gotten food spawns here. That's going to be somewhere around 250 ounces or so. So we'll just go ahead and go on with this. I think my vehicle is fully healed, so let's just move on. Every once in a while, you're going to find these horde events. They're basically like the river crossings in the original Oregon Trail. And your options are to either pull out the guns and blast your way through or attempt to sneak through. There are some car upgrades that can help with both of those options. I don't currently have any car upgrades. I'm actually keeping an eye on every single city as we go through this route to see if any of them sell something that I think would be useful. There's 2 main items that I really want to see. Those are the V6 engine, which makes your vehicle move faster but gives it increased wear and tear, or the tool chest, which makes all repairs a lot more effective. Both of those are very powerful, and that's not good. Okay, super last battery, no. Full repair, I can do that. I need a tire. I don't have a tire. Okay, then I'm gonna have to trade for one. So unfortunately, it's pretty common to have stuff like your tire, your muffler, or your battery break down, and if they break down, then you gotta either buy them from an auto shop or wait until somebody has something to trade. And I'm getting some bad luck here because nobody's able to trade it to me for something that I actually have. Some of this stuff wanted their tire for fuel. That's not good. Fuel is one of those things that I don't want to use too much of if I really don't have to, but I can just buy some more back. I'm going to set my pace to normal now. I don't have very much scrap for actually repairing the vehicle with, which means that I need to get the most out of my vehicle health as I possibly can. Past Wichita, there aren't very many towns that actually allow you to repair your vehicle. So if you're gonna push turbo speed, you better have some scrap just in case. It's also possible to pick up scrap during scavenges, but scavenges take time. You don't want to do scavenging if you don't have to. Go ahead and leave and keep going. We got another zombie horde here. How much horsepower does a UFO have anyway? More than the station wagon, more than the Jaguar. The UFO is way faster than anything else and more reliable. Quick note, the UFO goes normally on the slowest speed, 32 miles per tick. If you're going the normal in-between speed, it's 49 miles per tick, and if you're going turbo, then it's 64 miles per tick. The V6 engine, if you can find it, speeds that up a bit to like the normal speed is 56 miles on a tick, and the fastest is like 73. It's very useful. And again, the V6 engine does make you take more damage. Uh-oh, I'm out of muffler. So, one of their tire for one of your muffler. No, thank you. It's possible I might have to go scavenging again pretty soon just to make sure that I get some resources. Okay, yeah. Tire's not what I need right now, but a tire is something that I can trade for something else. So that's just kind of a time to scavenge. I'm getting low. And in the ideal run, you wouldn't stop to scavenge at all, but Oregon Trail, it's very, very RNG heavy. As we found out a lot doing races yesterday. Uh-oh, we got ourselves a runner. The runner is scary. Yeah, have we talked about how firing and aiming works in this? You click the mouse and drag toward you. Okay, that's enough food. That's some money. That should help a little bit. Let's try trading again. I didn't get any scrap that time. 64 food for one muffler. Yeah. Okay. One other battery for 12. Okay, I'll take that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I've been stopped for long enough. Yeah, still no scrap. So you got to be careful with that vehicle health. What was I talking about? I don't know. This should be enough food, but you never know when an event's gonna take away a lot of food. We're at the strip club, we're leaving. Bye. I don't want to stick around here. Never break muffler. Maybe I should consider buying that. Albuquerque is the next auto shop. We should be able to get there, no problem. Oh yeah, we've spent long enough in the radiation zone that I am now at pretty much full radiation poison. I think that just makes me more likely to get sick or maybe slightly take more damage while on the road. It can be healed up with med kits. I have plenty of med kits. Here, gunfire from buildings. I might have to med kit in Albuquerque here. Med kit restores about a third of your health. Actually, more like a quarter. But another neat thing with the med kit is that it will also heal some of your radiation damage. So auto shop 29, a little more than I would like, but I do want to fully repair in Albuquerque because Albuquerque is the second to last repair shop along this route. I am playing with the DLC, and the DLC offers alternate routes. There's a no DLC run of this game that has no UFO and only one route through the US as you're going. The no DLC run is like twice as long as the DLC run, somewhere around there. So I also have to shout out Aces10 and Danzel Glovington in chat. They are also part of Board Boosters, and in particular, Danzel Glovington was both the former world record holder before we started running it, and is also now the new record holder again, having brought his time down 2.5 minutes. So let's leave, let's go. Yeah, ideally I would be keeping the turbo speed this whole time, but again, I don't have very much scrap, and if something bad happens to the UFO on the way, gang of bandits, this can happen. Sometimes you get the occasional random boss battle along the road. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the bandits earlier. We're going to lose it on purpose, because that just ends it sooner. It's just quicker that way. And for that boss battle, at least, I lose some random inventory items, but I'll get along. Oh, parked car, crashed into it. That's why we're going on normal, because that took out a chunk of vehicle health. I'm probably going to... Don't take chances here. Medkit if you're below half health, because random events can very suddenly take out a chunk of health, and if you're below half, you risk death. Always keep yourself above half. If you do run out of medkits, there's the option to rest. And resting just kind of has you stay still for a bit. It will consume food, but it will restore health. It's something to do if you don't have any med kits. Important point there, you will recover more health resting at cities than in between cities. Okay, made it to Salt Lake City. So here's what I'm going to do at Salt Lake City. This is the last possible auto shop. Oh, I broke a scrap. I'm going to heal up to full, and then I'm going to start selling off some stuff that I have excess of, which is going to be med kits and a little bit of food. And so how much can I repair? Not much. What can I sell? 3 more food, and then we'll go there. All right, this should be our last horde. We've got 2 more cities after this. There's an Air Force base, and then after the Air Force base, there's the Safe Haven, which just so happens to be in Oregon. Fancy that. Okay, so I have run Oregon Trail for RGLtv before, and if you look back, you can probably find some, I don't know, some clip of me wiping out everybody in a river and just dying a lot and having a run that I thought would take 5 minutes take 20. Yet Oregon Trail and I have a history, and so compared to that, Oregon Trail is very RNG heavy, but if you play safe enough, you can practically guarantee a finish. It's never quite guaranteed. It's possible for those zombie hordes to just randomly wipe you out, but Oregon Trail is a lot safer than Oregon Trail. Yeah, getting a lot of fuel drops there. Fuel is something that I'm always trying to make sure lasts. You know what? I think I will do 3 ticks. No. We'll stay on normal. I do have scrap for repair, but I don't want to stop and repair. So in Oregon Trail, your final mini-game was possible to skip if you had enough money and you just paid for the toll road. But, well, in Oregon Trail, we're going to have a final mini-game here, and, well, we're going to have to pick up 8 fuel. No, just kidding. We're going to get wiped by a zombie immediately. But that's going to trigger this final sequence where, we're injured, but we're just going to crawl our way to Safe Haven. And I'm double tapping W, but also rapidly tapping the X button on my controller. Which gets me a lot more movement than I should be getting. But who's this coming out? At the beginning of the game, there was this guy, Clement, that we shot and put down, except as it turns out, we're a terrible shot. And that's time. So we have made it to Safe Haven. Distance traveled, 4939. 1 incapped party member. UFO is at 9%. Got all these other resources. And time taken, 123 hours. We spent too much time waiting to get our trades. But you know what? We finished. We got to Safe Haven. And so that's it for Oregon Trail's campaign. So let's go ahead and throw it to the break screen while I set up for Clement's quest.